It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am up with a design team layout for Scraps and Ink Crafts today, and I am doing a color palette. So our color palettes are called Colors of Magic, and I am using number 127 to document a family picture of us getting ready to take off for Space Mountain. So as you can see, I have that kind of aqua-y blue. Now that is a star paper that came with my Big Shot. So I recently purchased a Big Shot, and the first die that I used for this particular Big Shot, like to try it out, was the viewfinder die because I was so excited to have it, and it didn't fit in my little We Are Memory Keepers. And to be honest, that was part of the reason I needed to buy it. That is not the only die that I was like, oh, I need a Big Shot for. So that was what I trialed it out on. And I was like, you know what? This kind of aqua star paper works perfect. So I am going to use not only that viewfinder, but I am going to use the paper to map my photo. And also I'm going to use the Captain America die cut set for just the stars this time. And I'm going to cut out some stars in that teal star paper. And then I'm going to pull from the purple as well. And I did another viewfinder as well as some more stars and backed my photo. So the other side of that purple paper is kind of a white sparkly. So I cut out extra ones of that. So I have stars in white, which is kind of silvery, which you can see in the color palette. And I have the purple and I have that teal. So I matted my picture just with the two. And then I'm going to put both viewfinders on top. And then I'm going to add a padded applique, and that one is from the Spellbound padded appliques, and it's super fun. It's so glittery. Now, my background I did make pretty much off screen. So when I was bored one day, I took a stencil from Scrapping Reflections. It's the star stencil. And I just put some white modeling paste through it. And then I took a couple of purple, let me see if I still have them here, shimmers in. I'm sure one is Orchid Strata and the other one is Lilac Blossom. So I just did some packaging technique to add some more of that purple color that you see in the back, and then give that shimmer of that bottom silver color. So now I am grabbing the More Space acrylics, and they're super cool. So Space Mountain has always been one of my favorite rides. So I was super excited to capture this moment, and the colors just are perfect. So I'm going to do a little peekaboo in the top of my page. I'm going to add that teal paper, and then I'm going to add one of the acrylic pieces of the outside, and I'm going to tuck that right in to the peekaboo up there at the top. And the one that actually says Space Mountain has a little bit of a curve to it. So I decided to go ahead and put that on top of the viewfinder, the purple one. And it kind of nestles right there in between the two and fits on that curve pretty darn well. Now, I didn't know this was a thing, and I don't know if you guys know this is a thing, but the sparkle gems fit perfectly in the center of the viewfinder die. Like they were just meant to go in there. So I put a purple one and a silvery one in there. And then I add another one of the More Space acrylics under that padded applique. And then I just went ahead and put on my pineapple little container there to kind of hold it down. And then the last acrylic piece is the Space Mountain. It has the title on the top and then like the view of it. And so I'm going to put that down there in the corner. Now I'm going to take a little bit of time and I am going to pop up all of the stars that I have cut from the Captain America die. And I hope there's a really good close-up of it because it almost gives an embossed star in star look to the stars. It's not just your typical plain star die. I just love it. I am not sure that I will have any layouts anytime soon that are of Captain America, but I'm going to tell you, I love that die. The circles are perfect circles. They make absolutely amazing shakers, and I love this star because it's kind of embossed. Super, super cool. So I popped those up, I spread those around, and now I am going to add some pixie dust. So I'm actually going to use two different pixie dusts. So the pixie dust that you see that I am using right now is called Spaceship Earth. And what I'm doing is just pulling the silver stars from there. So there is more silver from the palette. And then I will add some purple, tiny, tiny little stars and scatter them throughout. And those are from the Villainous pixie dust. And then I decided I was going to add some stamping. So I grabbed the Dreams Come True stamp set. That's the one you see here. And I used the phrase that said must ride. And I went ahead and put that on top of my photo, which I guess could be a title because there's actually no title on this, like in your face kind of title. So we're going to go with must ride. And then I added the stars and scattered those about. And then I'm super excited about this stamp. So this is called Fairy Dust. And it is this large, ginormous, amazing stamp. And it has stars and dots and it's super cool. And so what I decided to do was to use it as just the corners. So I'm going to go ahead and take some washi tape and basically mask off where I'm going to end as far as my inking goes. And then I'm going to ink it all up on both sides. And then I'm going to pull the washi tape off. That way it's exactly where I need to be. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stamp both corners. So I'm going to do it the same as I did on the other side. I'll grab my washi tape, decide how much of a corner I want, and then I'm going to ink it up. And I decided to just go with some black ink. Now, if I had had some silver ink or even some gray ink, I probably would have done all of my stamping in that to go a little bit more with the color palette. But I figure it's close enough. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that up with my black ink. I'm going to take off the washi tape and then I am going to stamp it. So that is going to do it for this layout today. I love this layout. It is super fun. It just makes me want to go ride Space Mountain. Oh yeah, did add that little extra padded applique there. And I just love everything about it. So if there's anything that you have seen during this video that you need to get your hands on, I will have a link to the shop down below, and I will also have a coupon code so you can use my code, and it's Crystal B as in boy 15, because there's 2 crystals on this design team. How wonderful. And then it just lets them know that that you like what I'm doing with their stuff, and that's how they found you. So that is going to do it. Here are my close-ups as well as my final product. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. I'd love to chat with you. Remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you next time. Bye.